going to share something before we get a close.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. So, yeah, I'm John. I'm part of the worship team, and this is my first time talking to each and everyone today. And Ate Juris told me yesterday, just we were like going back here in Pensacola. Like she told me, like, okay, who can share to the church? Who can share to the people? Who can walk the talk, share the good news, share the gospel of the Lord to each and everyone. And the team would say, okay, Johndel maybe would lead the group to share. So this is my sharing, okay? All right. So I have three questions for myself before, accepting the invite from our pastor, Pastor Paul Garilao. So he sent us all the invite as a part of the worship teams. Like who would like um Janda, are you coming to the worship conference, like the worship together? And I did not, my what do you call? I did not say yes right away because it's a worship together. It's a worship conference. You will not just go there just for part of singing. You don't have to go there just because you would love to travel and to meet new people. You have to be ready. You have to open your heart, open your minds, and be ready to talk to Jesus. So these are the three questions that I composed for myself. What shifted my heart attending to the conference? So, being part of the TNC worship team is it's really such a blessing. All the good things happen in my life. All the good things happen in our life just because of the faith, because we believe to Jesus. It is not the church, it is Him. It is Jesus that we all believe. It is not a specific person that you believe, but it is Jesus. Amen. Second, what challenged or encouraged me to attend to the worship? Um, as a part of the worship team, I need to learn more. I need to understand more about my belief. I need to discover more about what my faith to Jesus. So this what challenged me and encouraged me on attending to the worship together. The third question is, how did it change how I see worship? We all believe and we all know that worship is singing. Worship is to sing, and worship is just to, express on singing. But wait, here's the thing. I learned at the conference that, I'm sorry, I have a note. Jesus is worthy of our worship. That means when we go to church, we go to talk to Jesus and worship to Jesus. We don't go to church just because we wanted to talk to the specific person. Yes, that's part of life. That's part of living. We have friendship, we have camaraderie in the church, but instead, first talk to Jesus. Before I'm a believer of Jesus. I have my religion before. This church opens and widens my horizon and scope of understanding who Jesus is. I am not saying that I know we all have our beliefs, we all have our faiths in Jesus, but for my faith, He is the only one begotten Son of God.
Amen.
All right. And here, another, I have a lot actually. God created us to sing. Open your mouths widely. And the Bible commands us to sing. Honestly, I don't read my Bible every day. Pastor Paul, I don't read my Bible every day. We go here to church every Friday for the small group. That's just the time that I have that I'm going, like I'm reading my Bible with the teachers, with small groups, and with this kind of people, individualities. So yeah, that's it. And another, as part of the worship, this uh, one of the guest speaker from the worship together. I'm sorry, the theme of the worship was all about remembering miracles. Okay, remembering miracles. Okay, so here's the thing that I note down here also. A healthy theme, not theme, team. A healthy team like this leads to healthy worship, and the healthy worship leads to healthy churches. Now, a healthy churches leads healthy connection to Jesus. So yeah, that's just the main point of everything. If you guys have good connection, establish rapport to each and every one. We all know that we all have hatred for somebody, but forgiveness is at the end. But don't forget, truth, we need the truth, okay? The truth will lead us the way. Okay. There's on the last day, the session 5, we talk about, here's the quote. Okay, all of us we're talking about, okay, what was the quote all about? So here's the quote. My trauma is not my template. What does that mean? Okay? That means on my own, my past may inform me, but it doesn't control me. We all have our past, we all have our experiences way back then, the trauma, the crying, even the darkest moments of your life. Yes, that's part of living. But we all know that we have a stepping stone to reach that brighter side of our life. And we cannot do that without Jesus in ourselves. So here, okay. So for the trauma and pain, we have this uh, be defined by your wounds. We all have our scratches and wounds in our life, right? Do not run from your wounds. You know, we all believe that yeah we have this negative experiences this back then, but people instead run from their wounds. Why not? We don't run from your wounds, but instead talk to Jesus. You know, find the answer, find the conclusion about that. Next, numb your wounds. Sometimes, you know, what do you call yung wounds like scratch yung wounds. The wounds or the scratches, it will surely numb, you know, right after. But does it do you think it will numb to the rest of our lives? Yeah, it will. It will lead us to like a fossil or like a remembrance for ourselves. What else? Pass the blame for your wounds. We can pass our blame for our wounds, or we can pass our blame for our past. Perpetuate your wounds. And here's the thing, let God heal them and use them to help other people. Now that's the trauma. How about healing? So we have our wounds already. Now, how to heal the wounds? Here you go. Um, our healing is in for our own part. You know how to heal. It is first comes to yourself. You know how to heal. You have self reflection for that, and acknowledge the harm done by others and its impacts. We all believe that people, you know, we are not perfect at all, you know, our life, something. But we all believe that if th- this negativity impact that people are coming across to our lives will not and will never gonna be ever be affected because Jesus is always there for us. Accept the brokenness of the world. Yes, that's right. And the existence of evil. Get the help that we had. And here's the thing, remember the Lord who has a plan and gets the last word. So I would just like to thank Pastor Paul, Stephanie, Ate Juris, and everybody part of the church. Thank you for this great opportunity. This will really lead. This will make us a great impact as a believer of Jesus, and I will never gonna let this thing, you know, be. It will really mark my heart and for my memories here in Pensacola. And I'm not gonna I'm not a citizen here. I'm a teacher, so this will we will not gonna last longer here serving the church, but this will really embark just the adventure of our life. Thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you, Johndel. Actually, Johndel accepted Jesus last year. And I think they're ready for water baptism.